Hello, welcome to Z Explains BGINZ. We're playing a 5-point match on Backgammon Hub against the Sky Billy, and we will see what we can learn. Try to do better than the last match I played on here in the Monday night jackpot. But all we can do is try to learn from my mistakes, which were plentiful. Well, let's see what he does with this. So 4 square, 22 square looks pretty good. Good attack, but the attack's a little thin and anti-positional, so I think I would go with that. It could make it a 4 and the 3 points, put me up on the bar, but I'd rather have the position because the attack isn't great. But this is probably better than attacking also, but I probably would have made the 4 there instead of the 20. Because when you upgrade from the 22 to the 20, you're getting the 20 point, but you're giving up the 22 point. You make the 4 point, it's like you're getting a whole new point out of it. All right, it could step up to the 21, but it sort of has this like attacking structure with the low point in his board made. So I'm a little leery about giving him a target on the 4 point. So that's why I did this thing where I put the checker behind his anchor, which I didn't love doing, but I thought it was better than maybe giving him a chance to attack me. Well, he has this like attacking point in his board made. Like his block isn't great because he's got the 2 point made, but his attack is fine. Similar stuff going on here probably, although now I am getting a little stuck back there, so I'm not too sure about this one. 4 points a nice asset though. Like crap. Yes, they should do this and mostly cash next turn, I guess. I don't know. Although actually, I'm up 7 pips and I got a strong board, so I think I can maybe take this actually. Even though I'm a little stuck back there. Again, his board's a little disjoint. So maybe it's the double that's more the question. Yeah, 10 to 5 looks good. Only 2 shots. Or 4 does a bunch of work. I wonder how he's gonna. Oh no, he can't make the ace actually by playing 13 to 1, 5 to 1. But probably should do something more positional like this, and then make the 9. Keep me blocked in there. Yeah, so that seemed like a good play. 4-3. No, it's probably something better here. Yeah, I can clear the 9 point, leave 0 shots. That's probably better than what he was looking at. Okie dokie. Obviously, I'm foregoing making the 5 here. Do kind of want to make a bid to escape, though. Let's see. So down in the race a little bit now. I'm not sure about this one either. He could have, yeah, he would have hit me with this 2-1. Oh, the play still plays pretty good either. Stacking the 4. Probably stacking the 4 is better. Yeah, because the 6s are bad here, right? 6-1, 6-2, 6-3 are bad. That's the reason. Maybe some other stuff. 6-4 is good. Enter. Oh, 4-4. Ah. Well, I got a small race. Take something off? No. Keeps a gap from forming on the 5 if I roll 5-5, I guess. Sort of desperate here. To take 4 off with double 5 this way. So I'm just thinking about big doubles because I'm so desperate here. I can only win if I roll like a bunch of big doubles. Actually, let me shut my door. Roll. It's gonna be 02. Yeah, I'm wondering about that 3-2 where didn't step up. I think this plays okay at the score anyways. Nines are duplicated, so it's not as many hits as it looks. Like nines hit in both places. Maybe I want to keep this anchor. Got the stack here, and he's got a low point in his board mate, so he kind of wants to attack. No, not sure though. 2-1, yeah, similar stuff going on here. This doesn't do anything. Oh no, it makes the 4 if I want. Hmm. I just didn't want to give him a chance to escape. Free chance to escape with a hit. All right, finally a good roll. Hope I'm not botching it. 5-2. What's he gonna do? 7-2, 22-20. Duplicate my aces somewhat. Could hit and step up. I don't think it should run all the way because that's a triple shot, right? So this looks okay. I think making the 10 is correct. I should put some teeth into my position. Yeah, I can hit him next turn. Maybe. 3s and 10s. Bam. Well, I can take away some shots by playing 13-10 or 8-5 even. Dance. Well, no, down 0-2. If I attack him, I can gammon him sometimes. Hugely down in the race. I need like a hit dance sequence to really lose my market. And even then, he's got lots of chances. It feels weird not to double at this score, but it still looked a little thin to me. Well, now hit dance loses my market huge. Problem is I'm still way down in the race. I'm losing the misses by a good margin. What about this? Sort of puts more like immediate pressure on that back guy. So it's an unusual play, but it kind of looks like this is the play to hit him next turn. Because you got fewer places for this guy to hide. I'm not sure about this. 8-4 squared. I do have to. I might have to make some sort of big concession next roll. Excuse me. Oh yeah, it's gonna be tough for him to play safely here. Although again, I do have to give something up. Keep all the pressure this way. Okay, I guess it's just a race. Up 3 pips. Not much else I can do. I do say I can keep a guy back on the 7 or something, back on the 18 or whatever, but it didn't look worth it. Didn't get to make my board in that way, and it's bad for the race. Ooh. All right. This looks over to me. He actually can take, surprisingly, he can take a little deep at this score, actually, even though he's up 2-0. It's because I'm 5 away and it's not very gammonish. So if he passes, I get to this comfortable 4-away score, so he's a little extra incentive to take. But still, that's such a huge money pass that maybe this does more. That I do agree with the pass, and it's probably not that close. Ooh. Koala blitzing at the score. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, all sorts of plays. Should up the gammons, which should give me a decent cube some of the time. Yeah, like this is probably a pass already due to the score. He has to be very careful about taking a 2 cube at this score where I'm 4 away, so it's a good pass. Yeah, I don't think it's that close. I 3-way 3 away. Wrong 8. Right 8. Except for 4-4. This is the correct 8. 11 and 6 looks okay. Why would you play 9 and not 8 to 6? Maybe you get 3 builders for the 5. Hey. You can lock up to 7. This is good too. It might hit me next turn though, so there's a little bit of an argument for locking up to 7, you know. I don't think I have a safe play here, do I? Don't want to give up my 8 point. Could make the 2. I want to stack that heavy point though and keep my points. 8 point. No, he's too good probably. Yeah, it's too good. Yeah, good play on there. He seems to be playing pretty good with the cube anyways. Haven't been paying, I mean, maybe with the checkers too, but I haven't really been paying attention to the checker plays that much. Okay, this looks pretty good. Get back in this, but it still looks way too good. 1. So, no. I wanted to see if it rolled automatically for me when I clicked the auto roll button. There's a place you can put feedback for the site, and I suggested that feedback that it should roll automatically when you click auto roll. When it's your turn to roll, and it's still too good probably. Yeah, still too good. But the guy who runs the site was just receptive to it. It looks like he hasn't implemented it yet. It's a really pretty easy thing to implement, I would think. Yes. Wondering a little bit about this to duplicate his 3s, but I don't know. 1 man back versus 3. I want to sort of cleanly escape that one guy. It's just the structure's bad here with 6 guys here. Alleviate some of that, or I could run. I don't think I want to leave him a shot anywhere, like on my side of the board by hitting him or whatever. I'm up in the race a little bit. I don't love coming out into a double shot though. Plus 9s, 6-3, 6-5. Okay, let's just bide my time a little bit. Ooh, this is good. I assume I'm doing this. Oh, not this. This. I can cube some of the numbers here. Yes. I should be very cautious about taking at this score, but my position doesn't look that threatening, so I might have tried that. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Splitting's okay here also. Possibly better, although I would have gotten smushed. All right, I play normal backgammon here. Okay, that's 2. I know I'm making the 8 as opposed to the 1, but he's got the blot in his outfield. So even though I'm probably going to double him here, and so gammons aren't really worth anything. I'll go with the blitzy play. I probably should have doubled him before that, but no harm, I guess. Yeah, 2 away, 2 away. Both players need 2 points to win the match. You can double right away. It's fine. It's never an error like to double right away. The only reason to wait is like if you think your opponent might miss some doubles, like some important doubles where he can lose his market. Usually the way I think about it is if I try to think, okay, do I have more of a chance to lose my market or does my opponent have more of a chance to lose his market? In other words, overshoot and get to a pass. 4 shots. I really hate doing this though. And if my opponent has more of a chance to lose his market, then I wait. But that's sort of an oversimplification because it matters like how much you're going to lose your market by. This no, I can leave a checker on the 10 point pretty reasonably. Again, so anti-positional, or I leave them 2 2 and 4 4 blocks. It's only 4 shots. So it's going to be a lot easier to bring home when missed. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Yeah. So it's 5 and then either 10 or 3. Okay, now what? Yeah, now maybe I do the other play. He's got to give something up. He's got to make some sort of concession next roll. So I don't really want to leave him a shot now. Let's try to come home somehow. Maybe it was right till I bring 2 down there or something. All right, we'll take a look at the computer analysis afterwards. Dance. Nice. All right, so this is a 4 4 4 6 2 6. 5 shots. This is only 4 shots. 1 blot. It's a little harder to come home, maybe. It's worse builders for like the 4. Maybe it's worth paying the extra shot for an easier ride home when missed, you know? It's 4 4 4 6 2 6, yeah. Nothing. Nice. Ooh. I can stay back one more. So he got to give up his 5 point board, though. So I don't think he really has any races here, does he? Yeah, even though he's got to give up his board, I think probably. I mean, it's just by a percent or two, but I think probably his best chance is try to hit me. Like I got 6. You can quantify it a little bit. Like I got 6 blot numbers, right? 5 1 6 1 4 1. hits he hits about a third of those. So that's like 2 out of 36. So that's like 5.5%. And then he wins like, I don't know, half of those or something. So he's winning like a couple percent from the hits. Probably better. It's probably better than his race, and he can still kind of win the race if he rolls 6-6 next turn. But that's pretty remote. But yeah, it's a minor error, I think. All right, let's take a look at the computer analysis here. Let me start up XG. Well, I played very well, 1.6. So I did just download it, I believe. And then we'll make ourselves unavailable. We'll move to XG mode. And let me actually change the priority on XG so it doesn't eat up all the resources. Ooh. And then we can analyze. Okie dokie. Right, yeah, so after making the after making the 22 points, say, the computer does prefer making the 4 to the 20. I think one way to look at this anyways that I find helpful is when you switch from the 22 to the 20, you're giving up one asset to make another, right? It's not like you're making the 20 point from nothing. Like if it was just a matter of making the 20 versus making the 4, you might prefer the 20. But it's like you're making the 4 and the 22 or the 20 points, right? So you're kind of getting like 2 decent points out of it. So I think that's part of the reason why the computer prefers this to this. And then 13 to 11, 6 to 4 also makes 2 good assets. It's pretty close, 24 to 20. Okay, so I start running 3-1 right. I think a little bit about stepping up, but again, I didn't want to give him this target to attack me when he has the 2-point made. He's got like a good attacking structure, bad blocking structure. So I start. I don't need to start escaping right away. I do something more just on my side of the board where I don't get attacked. Put the position together. What did he do here? 13 to 8. I probably would have done that also. 13, 11, 8, 5, a little more flexible. The computer wants to play. Yeah, part of the reason why the computer doesn't like 13 to 8 is the 8 and the 2 don't go well together. Like they're 6 apart from one another, so they don't form 2 points in the same 6 prime. So like check this out, right? Like this is like much different, right? Okay, so the match position is this. Making the 8 point, locking up a new asset is wrong by 0.03. You have the 3 point instead of the 2 point. 8 point goes like up in value quite a bit. So now making the 8 is right by like a huge margin. So it's sort of important to make points that work well together. So let's go back. And then unfortunately we have to analyze again. Okay, and then make the 4. Yeah, I thought about stepping up, but if we're going making the 4 to do it, and I'm still getting attacked, this wouldn't be too bad. I think probably at this point I'm getting pretty blocked in now, so I think I would rather be on the 21 than the 24. It's just I very much want the 4 point locked up as opposed to having a blot there. 6-6. Oh, okay, yeah, pretty easy take. Close on the cube. I can believe it. And then is it right to step up with a 2 here? It is. In fact, it's a blunder to do what I did. Yeah, so the computer's saying, okay, the game plan is to start escaping because the race is close. I thought, I don't know, board could come in handy, and I'm still down in the race a little bit. But apparently my best chance is just to get that guy out of there, run, and maybe get an efficient cubit if I catch up in the race, you know? 721, yeah, cubeless is wrong by a bunch also. Yeah, he has slightly better stuff with the 2-1, just because the sixes are bad here. Some of his sixes are bad here, not this one. And then he just sort of wins the race. Fine. This is okay. I think for money it's close. This score, I want to play a little gammon go. I want to up the gammon so I can get a quick cube. Which maybe I missed one later on. What is it like here? Okay, making the 7. No, I'm sorry, a 2-1. 13, 11, 6, 5. Yeah, I considered slotting. Actually, that would be a good play here. It's thematic. And my play is decent. 13 to 10, making making a decent available point and getting good builders, staying safe. Computer slightly prefers this. It's a little risky, but I'm down in the race so much that getting a third guy sent back isn't too bad. Maybe it even helps me make a forward anchor. And obviously, if I get missed, I'm pretty happy with this. I get to build the structure quickly. The thing you don't want to do is split here against the structure where he's got kind of the big stack here, because he's he's sort of not good for blocking. It's good for attacking because he gets to hit with, he wants to hit with this big stack. The checker's on this big stack. So splitting plays into his hands a little bit. And I'm down in the race, so maybe I should be thinking about blocking more than like splitting and escaping. 2-1. 11, 9, 6, 5. Yeah, once again, it wants to slot. He plays in too bad. Safer. Same things apply, I think, the last turn. Oh, yeah, here I wasn't sure what to do. 10, 5, 6, 4. Yeah, I don't know how many people are doing that. Look at the computer's top play is this. It's cute. Right? Sort of the same reasons as before. You want to sort of concentrate on blocking, and getting a guy sent back isn't such a big deal. But get missed, you're happy. But I don't know. I thought about this and I thought about this, which are pretty close. This sort of actively tries to contain the back checker. I don't know. I mean, are people really doing this? Maybe like a top player gets this right, or if they've seen it, or if someone has seen it recently. I don't know though. It was not on my radar screen. It does unstack the heavy 6 points and keep the 9 points. So maybe the way to see it is it's like arguably better than this, right? Because this isn't quite 20 shots, I think, like the other play is, but it's pretty close. Right, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 shots anyways. 18 shots, 2 double hit numbers. This is only 20 shots, 1 double hit number, So it's like not that much more dangerous, and is better when missed and is better for blocking. So maybe you can find it that way. But like I said, it was not on my radar screen. 5, 5. Okay, I put some teeth into my position. The computer likes it. I hit him. Do I have a cube here? No, this would be a pretty bad cube. I am a favorite, mainly because of the gammons. But just not that big a favorite. Not a big enough favorite. I got this great. I think about doubling this also, because I'm going to lose my market huge on the hit dance sequences. But here I didn't look like I was like clearly winning. Like I missed, and I'm a pretty solid underdog, especially having given away the cube. Computer doesn't quite like my play of 20 to 16, but it's close with sort of a more obvious thing. I did actually think about this. I probably would not have done this if I didn't do my play, but it makes sense because you're putting extra, as opposed to like this. You might prefer this because here you're taking a lot of pressure off the checker on the 18 point. Like you can hide here and here now with 2s and 3s. So it costs something. It costs you in board quality, right? Like you don't want this structure in your board. You want this structure in your board, but you're going to hit more often next turn. And maybe the 5-point board is like good enough, even if it's this 5-point board. Like it still dances as much. This is a little bit of a clever play. Computer doesn't mind my play though. Says it's pretty close. Says it's borderline. Um, so I guess immediately there's more pressure, but long term you might want to be back. You might want to be back here to keep a lot of long term pressure on this point. I am down in the race, so it's keeping. It doesn't mind keeping the further back point. Oh no, this isn't right. There you go. 2-1. Oh, it wants to play a little clever again. That's all right on appeal. Sometimes plays like this are correct. 10-8. Or not this. You might want to look out for plays like this sometimes. But I only do stuff like this when white's not going to be leaving me a shot next turn. Like in sometimes like plays like this are like a quicker way to like fill in both points as opposed to something like this. But here I don't think it makes much sense because I might be hitting next turn, so I don't want these blots flapping around. And here I'm getting 2 builders for the open point, so that's pretty good. Okay. I compromise my board somewhat, but keep the outfield points, so I never get hit next turn in the outfield. Computer doesn't mind getting hit in the outfield sometimes in order to like maintain the possibility to make a 6-point board. It says the plays are borderline. I have a little trouble seeing this. I just need to hit once, and then he dances. I can probably double him. So I don't know. I don't know if this. I'm not really sure how to explain the computer's play. Seems like it's worth it to like not get hit next turn. Could also win the race, like I kind of did. 6-6. Yeah, I got nothing, and then it's a big pass. Fine. Yeah, this is sort of a good play to know. 2-1. So your opponent brings 2 checkers down in some fashion, and then you roll like 2-1, 5-1, 4-1. Always or almost always, it's right to slot with the ace, even though it's going to be close on the opening roll, because of the 4 duplication. Like 4s do good stuff on my side of the board. So if I hit them, which I will with most of my 4s, I have to forego like making the 5-point with like a 4-3, So it's like sort of good. It's sort of good duplication. You do his play. It's not really duplicating anything. Also, he's down in the race, so maybe he wants to aim more towards a priming game as opposed to a splitting and a running game. All right, is making the 7 a play here? Yeah, it's close. What about this? Leaves a bunch of shots. Makes the best points. But this I thought just did more, right? A split makes a good point, and it's safe. So the computer likes it. Fine, 6-6. It goes all out for the blitz. Figure this was just up the gammon, so I get a good cube in most next turn, and a huge pass. For money, it wouldn't be so bad to take this, although I guess it'd still be a pretty big pass. Yeah. It's just at the score. I need 4 points to win the match. He needs 3 points to win the match. This is a score which you should be very, very careful about taking a gammonish cube. Extremely careful. Yeah, fine. I want to slot again. Fine. I don't love doing this when I have like 1 man back versus 2. But positionally it makes a lot of sense to unstack a heavy 6-point. Is there anything else? Let's see, 6-5, no, it's 5-3. Okay, so this is a 3-away game. Oh yeah, this is something where he ends up cashing something that's too good. Oh, 4-4. Yeah, he plays on correctly here. That's a good play on. Good play on. Good play on. He cracks like weirdly. Didn't look like there was much he could do about it. And then yeah, this is a huge blunder to cash this one in. Oof. I mean, it's even tough. Say I hit him next turn. I had 2 blots in my board, right? So he still might be too good if I hit him next turn. And obviously there's still a ton of gammons here. So if he'd taken his time here, I think he doubled pretty quickly. If he'd taken his time here, he probably would have found the play on. if I had like a perfect board, it's still like too good, but it's gonna be a lot closer. Like I don't know. Say it's like this. Like this is still too good. But there's some rationale for caching because if I hit him next turn, he can't double me anymore, you know. All right, it's still double by point 0.3, but still no double. Still too good by point 0.3. But you can see the difference. It's like difference by point 0.4 or more, you know. Okay, let's go back to the match. This is the 2-2 game, which you cashed, and then we'll go to the 2-3 game. Oh yeah, I thought about slotting here also. Man, the computer loves playing 6 to 5. Oh no, here wants to play 13 to 10, or 13 to 11, 6 to 5. Yeah, I thought about this actually because of the 3 duplication, right? He only has threes and nines and threes and nines to hits. 4-4 will hit. 6-2, I don't know whether he's supposed to hit or not. Probably he would. Um, I mean, I make the safe play, which I think most people would make. It's just tough to play from here with the big stack on the 13 point, you know. So the computer tries something more dynamic at the time when white has only a 1 point board. I don't know. What's 13 11? 13 11 6 to 5. Now it's duplicating fours, right? But he's giving him fours and threes to hit here, but he doesn't even mind this play. That's funny. These are tough for humans, I think. He took a little pressure off of me. You know, I'm gonna be. It's gonna be a little difficult for me to play, so he gives me a chance to like play behind him if he steps up at the 3 or the 4. All right, bunch of close stuff here. Computer wants to run. My play isn't too bad. Can also attack, leaving sort of a double shot 5s and 2s, which I didn't love because 1 man back versus 3. I did think about it though. 3-3, I smush him, and then oh, okay, it's close on the take pass. Good. Yeah, so this would be some huge take at like 0-0 in a 9 point match or something. But because he needs 2 points to win the match, and I need more than 2 points to win the match. These are scores at which you should be very, very cautious. And 3 away, sort of especially, although it depends a little on like the gammon percentage. So he makes a good pass there. I might have taken, but it's close. Fine. You know, like technically this is probably a cube. Okay, it's optional. Yeah, it says doubling is wrong by 0.001, but technically I think it's exactly equal between doubling and not doubling. You can search. I'm not sure I can do the if you're kind of new to it and you don't understand why, you can search for like backgammon 2 away, and you should get a good explanation. But basically, if I don't double and I roll badly, he should double me in anyway. So it doesn't matter if I double or not. Like one of the players is going to double before losing their market. In other words, before the other guy has a pass. So in that sense, you can like double whenever. Like even if your opponent rolls 3-1 on the opening roll, doubling is like technically fine there. As the trailer, as the guy who didn't get the opening roll. Just because the other guy should be doubling like aggressively as well. So here, yeah, okay, here it wants to cube, fine, and then I run. It's a little bit tricky coming home here. No. I took some risk, but not all the risk. Like here, okay, 13 to 6, nothing else much. So yeah, like here, I gotta say, I mean, I have a completely safe play where I play 6 to 5, 6 to 1, which is not too bad. But it's a lot harder to bring home than if I get away with this. Like I got some decent flexibility here. So it's worth the, whatever it is, 4 shots. Or one, I get to hit him, he answers right away. Okay, here, computer does want to leave 0 shots. We're in a little bit of a sick position. My play is just a little bit behind, four shots, right? Now he's got like a strong board though, so the computer's being a little cautious. It is when I get missed though, I am quite happy with it, having done this play. The computer thinks the arguments are about equal. 10-1. Here it goes safe because the alternative is leaving a direct shot with say this or this. Fine. Again, his board is great. One thing that made this play a little easier to find anyways, even though it wasn't 100% obvious to me, is he's kind of at the end of his rope, right? He's got like no checkers to really play with in the outfield without like giving something up. And like he doesn't have any checkers to play with over here either. Right, so he's gonna make some concession next roll. So when that happens, you're really averse to like leaving a shot, giving your opponent a chance to hit you. When he can't hit you, he has to make some sort of concession. Like probably if he had like some more flexibility, the play would still be right to play safe, but it would be closer. Right? Like this is the match position. I don't know. Like let's say he has some checkers to play with here. I think it might be closer, although it's still wrong to leave a direct shot. Maybe not. Well, here he doesn't have a blot in his board. Yeah, it's a little closer, I guess. He's got a little more time to play with, so it's a little closer. This is a 3-3 game. This is the 6-3 where I correctly play safely, even though it's a little sick. Going 10-1. 4-1, I get to hit him again. He thankfully dances. Oh, computer wants to play 13-5 here. Oh yeah, I don't get this. This looks surprising to me. It's 4 shots, and if he just enters, say he enters with like 4-2 or something. Oh, again, he has to make some sort of concession. Huh. Yeah. Oh, say he does roll 4-2, right? So he enters on the. I mean, I don't know where he enters. Say he enters on the 4 and plays like 5-3. It's not trivial for me to get to safety. So I thought, oh, okay, well, I'll do this. And if he rolls like a 4-2 or something, um, it's much easier to bring this home. Like I can hit him, or I can make the 4 point, or I can make an outfield point with like a 2 or a 3-1 or something. Um, I wonder if part of the reason is like it's for like stuff that comes in and moves a checker somewhere plays better this way. Like a 4-2, for instance. Um, he plays 12-11, keeping everything alive. Although he can kind of do that after here also. Yeah, in fact, that's what he would do. He wouldn't play 5-3 here, I think. He would come in somewhere and then play a checker from the midpoint to keep his home board in decent shape. Um, I think, anyways. Although he does have to give me aces to hit here. Like say I do this, and he rolls 4-3, say. I mean, isn't he playing he's playing 13-10 here, I think. Oh, it's close. 5-2, 13-10. Huh. I see. So what I'm thinking is part of the benefit of this play is that I'm keeping pressure on his midpoint, right? So he has to sort of kill this checker or give me a shot on the midpoint with a number like 4-3. Whereas like that doesn't exist after bringing two guys down. He gets to play cleanly from the midpoint. Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, I did not see that aspect of the position. I don't know how big a deal it is though. Right, like the benefit of my play is like pretty clear, I thought. Like it's an easier ride home when missed. Huh. So I guess I don't. I guess I don't fully see this. Huh. I wonder if we can test this a little bit actually. Sorry, let me just go back one more time and play around with this. Like, what about here? Or even better, like here. Now the pressure on the midpoint isn't really worth anything. You can always just play with the guy on the 14. So is bringing two guys down right here? That's close now. So well, it still likes 13 to 5 by little bit less than before. Not a big deal. Yeah, I don't get it. Well, my play is two blots. I guess that's another minus of my play. Right, like I think one blot I get hit, I can survive more often than if I have the second blot. So, and it's an extra shot to leave two blots. So maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe that's most of what's going on, you know. Right, like I do my play and he hits me and I dance and he gets to hit the other guy and then I'm kind of dead. Whereas you make the right play, you get hits. I don't have this other blot flapping around, so even when I dance, I'll still gonna have chances later on. It doesn't like the 3-1 either. 10-9-8-5. Ooh, 6. I did think about 10-6. I didn't like the fact that it was three shots, you know. Probably would have left one or two. But there is a two-shot leaving play, but it doesn't look great. Leaving the big stack on the 5. So I don't know. I went with this. Computer thinks it's worth it to pay now to like not have this liability in the outfield. It's probably quite a few blot numbers next roll, like 6-3 for instance, especially if he enters. But I get lucky, and then I get to bring it home. And yeah, he should probably stay back here. Although it's I don't know. He gets an extra percent by staying back. Anyways, yeah, so that was good. Um, let's see. Let's take a look and see if anyone else wants to play. It's a little hard to find. It's a little hard to find matches on this site, Backgammon Hub, but it's good for running tournaments. So let's see if this guy wants to play a. Oh, that's weird. So you can like say like what match lengths you're eligible to play by going to this little cog up here. So I like, okay, I want to play 3, 5, or 7, only normal speed. The guy just challenged this guy. He has, 1, 3, 7, no 5-point match. Like why would you be okay with like 3 and 7, but no 5? Also, there's no normal speed. He just cares about casual, casual and speed. Oh, this guy a 7-point normal clock. All right, what the hell? Let's play this guy. This is a 7-point match. This guy, player profile. I'm sorry, let me go back. I just want to see this guy's error rate. Not that it really affects the play that much, but might be good to know. I think it's this. They did make somewhat of an unusual opening play with the 6-3. His play isn't too bad. Just almost everyone just splits and brings a checker down. Ooh, 4-4. So it should hit. Let's see if he gets this right. It should hit and make the 5-point. Good. It should come in. Oh, this is a huge pass now. The edge is just too massive here. Yeah, possibly even too good. Like it's such a huge pass, you know. This is what the computer does. Oh, it's going crazy. I guess he didn't like my play. Or he's just trying to get the match over with. I guess this is the best I can do. Yeah, it says his PR is 15 and 2, but you got to start somewhere. Yes. Sort of upgrades the point over here. I don't mind getting hit too much. May make a second anchor, especially against a weaker player. Um, this should complicate the game somewhat. When I have like a bunch of guys back. So I tend to. I mean, I don't like to give up that much equity compared to what the computer would do. But if I think a play is close, sometimes I'll err on the side of like the more provocative plays, where I'm going to end up with like a bunch of guys back. And so that might make the game longer and more complicated, which should mean there's more skill in the game. You don't want to overdo that stuff though. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oops. Checker like can hit me, you know. So maybe there's benefit to like moving the 2 here. So I should make the 11 and the 4 here, I assume. Ooh. I think I want to keep the possibility of making a second anchor open. 7 to 4 would be okay also. In fact, maybe that's a little better. No, I might get attacked on the 2. Yeah, making the 18 could be good too. 1, 2. Putting direct pressure on this midpoint. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure about this, but I'm not down in the race so much that a back game is sort of a good game plan. So if I get the 2-5 game, it's not such a great plan. Oh, it's better than this, anyways. Oof, oof. Don't dance, Alex. Okay, this is good. 6-3 against play 13 to 4. I don't really know whether I want to make the 20 or not here. Don't want to get hit there though. Okay. Oh, yeah, I should do this. It sort of worked. I'll keep the pressure on for another roll. Hope I roll like 2-3 and get to keep everything. 6-1. Oh, I don't know now. Guess just this. I get double shot on most of his 6s. Hmm. Yeah, maybe I should have kept the guy on the 8 and not the 7 to keep my 6s playing good. That would have worked out a lot better. All right, I got 24 shots at him, which don't 100% win. Get redoubled on the misses. So I guess I'm not good enough here. A score argues for doubling aggressively, though. Redoubling aggressively. That's probably right, actually. Anyway, 1, 2. Just want to keep everything flexible in the outfield. All right, yeah, now this is just double huge pass, I think. Although I mean, he's up 40 pips in the race, so maybe he'll take. But it's too hard for him to turn this into a race with my awesome outfield control. That's a good pass. Yeah, if I had the 2 point made instead of the 1 point made, which I could have done with that 6-3 if I played the previous roll better, I would have probably been able to cube that 24 shot. Um, that 24 shot position where I'm shooting at sixes and twos or sixes and ones because the hits like pretty much win, and I can maybe win a gammon also. This looks a little funny. So you can just make the 5 here, right? Oh, I see. He's worried about leaving the blot in the 7. Yeah, this is okay. Making the 5 might be best. So it makes the best structure and stacks the heavy 6 point. They seem like pretty important things. Maybe worth leaving a shot. Although he does get to split with his play. Ace. Oh, I don't know about splitting here, letting him attack me. Maybe I should just hold the fort for another roll. I'll give him this blitz option. We've got all these checkers here and this low point made. I don't know about this one though. Oh, yeah, this is a big error. Definitely make the 4 there. Lock in these 2 checkers. So it's either 13-3, or maybe this I could get attacked. Race is a little closer now, but it does escape a guy pretty cleanly. Just stagnate back there. Okay. 3-6. No. 2. I should make the 4 point. I don't think he's gonna find it though. Well, this isn't bad though. Just to make a 5 or just to make a 5 prime often if I miss him. Guess I'm doing this. Taking a cube, I think. Hmm. Yeah, probably cube the dances here, unless it's like too good. Gah! Yeah, he's too good. Yeah, good play on. Yeah, this looks good. Doesn't get hit with 1-1. Gets double coverage in the guy in the outfield. Yeah, 5 good. Although his 5 is probably, yeah, no, his 5, he should play 12-7. Get another, keep the builders up higher. What did he end up playing? Did he play like 7-2? Because he was worried about checker on his 7 point for some reason. Huh. Oh, he's going for the backgammon. I think I remember. This maybe I should know this, but if I got 4 guys closed out, is it like 20% backgammons? I don't think 3 guys closed out is only like a few percent, like 5% or something. Or, ah, possibly save the gammon? I seriously doubt it. Four guys closed out. Save the, oh, that would be sweet to save the gammon here. He's not rolling doubles. I guess this. Doubles. Double ones. I got all doubles working this way. Did I save it? Save it? No. Ah, it's by a tiny, tiny margin. All right, so he's 4 away, I'm 5 away. All right, so even here, then I'm like, I'm losing the match. But I should still be like cautious about taking a gammoners cube at the score. Like very cautious about taking a gammoners cube at the score. Like if I dance here, it's some huge money take. I maybe I looked at this recently. It might be actually a no. I'm trying to decide whether it would be a pass at the score or not. I guess I'm doing this. What else do I got? I can make the 17. I'm not in much danger anymore though. He's got 4 men back. So I'm gonna hit him. I got 7 guys over here. Eight now. Miss somehow. Ah. Ooh, missing voluntarily. What else do I got? Let's see. I can make the 11, or I can play 11 and 8. Say play 11. Make the 10 or. Sorry. Let's see. 2. Damn it. 3-2 is safest. Doesn't make any structure though, and I'm still getting hit a bunch. Maybe I can make some structure next turn. I'm not sure about this, but I'm going to play as safely as possible now. I am outboarded. Maybe I can make something here. Assume I want to unstack these heavy points. He's got 2 blots on his board now. If he wants to hit me, fine. Maybe I'll even cube him because he's got a million blots everywhere. Maybe I should cube him anyways. Another point. He's got a really tough game. All right, I'm not sure about this, but this way, he has to play the entire game, and it might be complicated. It seems like the structure is worth a lot more than hitting here. Oh, I guess to hit me though. Oh, we overlooked it. Is he gonna overlook it again? Or maybe he just wants his 2 back game points. The problem is his game is so bad. Ah! Because the timing for the back game is really bad. So it's definitely right to hit there. Still not doing too badly though. Like, not really sure he's winning here. I will cube him back because he only needs 4 points to win the match. And then somehow enter at some point and win this game. Decent roll. Does some work. Gets the builder for the 4 if he wants. He does. I should probably stay back with that back guy. Just it gives him like slightly more numbers to come up to the 21 point if he's on the 24 as opposed to the 23. Because he got like a combo shot. He has like 1, 2 to come up. In addition to all 2s. All threes, I mean. Oh, I come in and hit. Sweet. Sweetness. Yes, I want to hit this guy. Uh, well, this gives me double fours to make a six prime. Probably a good enough argument given that there was like nothing else going on really. I don't know. Six shots, mostly winning, not entirely winning. If I leave him alone though, he just anchors and has like a decent game, or escapes a guy. He's up in the race, so maybe I have to take a chance here. Good. Um, some other looks a little better not to have the third guy on the eight. You could play you could play 5 to 3 here maybe. Kill his start killing his fours. Because if he plays 3 to 1, he's probably he's probably gonna have to give up. It's a little hard to keep like a even a. He's not going to be able to keep his 5 point board, right? Well, maybe he can here. So maybe the other play gives him a more of a chance to keep a full board. So here's a clear error, I think, because he should play like 5 to 4. That way he doesn't have to play his fours next turn. Like I say, he rolls like a I don't know 4-3 or something, right? He's cracking his board here to down to a 3 point board. If he killed his fours, he wouldn't need to do that. Right, maybe I'm up enough to do this. I'm thinking a little bit about. Sorry, thinking a little bit about 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the block on. Keep all the builders when he runs with one. Maybe this is actually better. Block's 5/5. Like I'm a little worried about the race. And when he runs one, I want like the extra builders to attack him. This is the downside though. It's could have trouble clearing this point, you know. Oh, no harm, no foul. Did some more damage to his board. Looks okay at least. It's probably right. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Good. Yeah, we'll take a look at the computer analysis. Match was like fairly easy, I thought. Like I didn't have too much I was unsure about, so I'm expecting a low error rate. Like one or probably in the twos. Because I'm gonna be embarrassed when it's like 5 or whatever. But I think it should be 3 or less. I would think. At least in the XG analysis. Yeah, we'll take a look at it in XG. What was it? Yeah, 2.8. I think it'll even come down in XG actually. I predict it's going to be lower than what was it, 2.8? Because I didn't have a lot of forced. If you have a lot of forced plays, I know it came up actually. Was I up on the bar a lot? Often it comes up in XG when you have like a lot of forced plays. There's a difference between like the GNU analysis and the XG analysis. Backend Hub uses GNU for analysis. Is 13.5 right? Oh, okay, yes, that's all pretty close. But it's pretty unusual for someone to run, so I don't have a great feel for the responses. But I thought I remembered 13 to 5 was okay. So you can actually like memorize all that stuff. You know, you can. It's not that hard. I don't have everything memorized, but I have a lot of it. I kind of know a lot of it. Like second rolls for money, say, or like 0-0 in a long match. You can kind of memorize it all. Like all the common opening rolls. Like someone moves rolls a 3-1, then you roll a 2-3, say. You can just like memorize the rollout play and just like recall it, not spend any time on it. Which, by the way, is like the reverse split. You split with the 2 and bring down the 3. So I don't know. I don't know if I recommend that or if it's better to like learn just the kind of the concepts and like figure it out every time. But I like knowing it just because it's quick and I know I'm not making a mistake. So I don't know. Of course, when the match score gets like lopsided, the different different plays could be right. So you can't memorize like everything, like at every match score. But like if you know what it is for like money and you know like how close it is to various other options, usually you can figure it out for various match scores. Computer wants to do this, play safely. Worse structure on my side of the board compared to this. I don't know. I mean, I did this partly because I was playing a less experienced player, but I thought this might be technically right also. Because I mean, what do I care if I get hit and get a fourth guy sent back? You know, might get to make a second anchor. I'm down 28 pips already. So do I want the better structure? I don't know. Oh yeah, then I might screw up the 2-2 here. 6-2. Okay, 6-2 is okay. Like here, it doesn't mind. Here, it doesn't. Let's see what it wants to do. Yeah, here again, it's averse to getting hit. Stays back here. Although the second best play doesn't mind getting hit. Duplicates aces a little bit. My play is not too far behind. A computer, I guess, wants to be back on the 23 as opposed to being on the 21 for some reason. If it makes a second anchor, I guess it prefers the 23. It's whatever. Okay, does not want to play bar 20 here. Would get gammon the least to play bar 20. But you're giving up the chance to make like a second anchor. And you're giving up some sort of long-term contact back there. So best for the win is sort of clearly to stay back in some fashion. Yeah, okay, here it's close. Yeah, once again, I mean, I'm sort of giving up the chance to make like a 2-5 back game. But the upside is I'm putting like direct pressure on this midpoint, right? Like later on, I might get a double shot here, as what happened in the game, I think. So I try to, given that I wasn't that far, usually when you play a back game, you want to be down like 60 to 80 pips or something, at least. Here I'm only down like less than 50, so back game timing looks a little specious, even when I get the second anchor, which isn't guaranteed. So I sort of switched to this bar point holding game, which might be a better plan. Turned out pretty good. 5-4, fine. 5-4, fine. 6-1, 21, 13. Okay, nothing else because I don't want to give up an outfield point. 5-1. Here I thought maybe I should play 13 to 8, 4 to 3. Because this way, with my sixes, I can slot the 2 and not the 1. Computer likes this, I think, maybe because it doesn't mind slotting the 7. Like I might want to make that point at some point, but it's sort of borderline. Okay, all I can do is make the 1 here. Then how do I have a So I don't think I have a cube, but is it close on the recube? I'm gonna say it's not like crazy to cube this. Partly due to the lopsided score. It's only 1 point. So it's a little weird to call it lopsided, but like it's like 1 and 2 point differences sometimes matter a lot on the recubes. Okay, no, it is kind of crazy to double this. Okay, so I only win 57%. Yeah, so why am I off here? Hmm. Let's see, I hit him. I do hit him. I hit him 2/3 of the time. I got 24 shots here. So that's 60. That's 67%. I see. I don't really win all of those, right? Which I think I saw I think I saw during the match. Right, he could enter right away, so he's probably still, I don't know, 30% when I hit him or something. So and then I win cubeless anyways. I win some of the misses, but the problem is if I miss him, he's going to cube me back right away, so I don't really get to win those. So yeah, I guess I can see this now. I thought I was more of a favorite here though. So maybe it wouldn't even be a double if I had my two instead of my one. Well, yeah, I mean, we can check that. Maybe I'll learn something. And we can check what it is for money also. We're 0-0 in a long match. Okay, so this is borderline here. Oh, we're many gammons. So what is that 0-0? 0-0, okay, matters by about 0.05. 0-2. If he's 2 and I'm 0, what is that? There it becomes a pretty big double. Pretty big redouble. All right, so you can see sort of so you can see some score effect here. All right, let's go back to the match. That was instructive. So I hit him and then I just cash it in, right? This is the first match, I think. Yeah, sorry. This is the 0-1 game. Yeah, I hit him and he correctly passes. Where this open point is matters a lot. Like if the 3 point is open, maybe even has a take, or at least it's a lot closer. 4 point, if the 4 point's open, he does have a take, I think. Like say you switch the 4 for the 2, maybe you should take that. Oh, then I never split. I decided not to split this game. Looks like incorrectly. Okay, so 5-2. Okay, so it wants to slot instead of bringing the guy down because the builder on the 11 has less value when your 5 points made because I can't make the 5 point with that checker now. 6-1. Okay, make the 7. That looks good. Oh, it wants to split. Okay, it wants to go all out for it. It wants to split in some fashion. So I guess I missed the boat here. I did think about this. I thought his attack was too potent though. With 13 checkers over here. Maybe what the computer's saying is this game plan isn't that good either. Right? Like I can get I'm gonna have trouble like blocking him here because he already has an advanced anchor made. I'm still back on the 24, so he can still block me even though his structure is like a little awkward. So the computer's saying, okay, even though you might get blitzed, you have to counteract. You have to counteract his priming advantage. Even though I'm down in the race a bunch. That's interesting. So like any split play is like a lot better than my play. Interesting. Even though my play is my play's pretty reasonable looking, isn't it? You never get attacked. Cleans up the blot in the outfield. Play 6-3, which is okay. Yeah, I'm surprised the error is so big. I mean, I'm a little surprised it's an error, but I'm just wrong about the concept here, I guess. You have to split here. You have to split here, even though it's dangerous. I'm just trying to internalize this lesson. I'm getting attacked a lot. But he still only has a 2 point board. Maybe that's part of it, right? Like say he had his 2 point made instead of his say he had his 2 point made in addition to his 3 point. It'd be a lot more dangerous to split. Hmm. But splitting's still right here. Now it looks kind of now it looks a little suicidal to split into this. And it still wants to split, although it's very close now. And it doesn't want to split twice. It wants to split once and clean up the blot in the O field. Although the safe play, the play that doesn't split isn't too bad now. Huh. Interesting. Yes, this is a tough concept for me. But in general, if your opponent has an advanced anchor, like he does here, is more important for you to make an advanced anchor of your own because you can be blocked, primed, and he can't be. Right, I got a little 4' here, but it's not that effective because he's up on his 21 point, my 4 point. So running must be right by a huge margin here, right? Like again, I was a little worried about being attacked, but it's a lot less dangerous now, and I get to like counteract his priming advantage by running. Because now he's not blocking like two guys in, and I have all this time in the O field now. Again, I wasn't 100% sure that running was right. 3-2 play. Yeah, well, the hitting is okay too. Making the 4 points okay too. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if I would have hit either. I probably would have made the 4. 4-2, fine. 3-1. I was a little worried about being cubed here. Probably would have taken 6-4. I go after him. I'm ready to cash or play on his dances. Probably cash. But then he becomes too good, and he correctly plays on. And I think he's a gammon after. Oh, there's one play I didn't like. Yeah, this isn't too bad. I want to do this. Keep the checkers a little up higher. Make this, but the 6' isn't important. But it's still two builders for the 1. You know, he is supposed to hit me if I enter with 1 and he rolls 6-1, he does want to hit me. So you keep the checkers up higher, you have more chances to do that. And 6-6 and 3-3 will make the point. Play gets 1-1. Here we should get another builder, right? Yeah, 12-5. All right, how many backgammons? Okay, so he has 15% backgammons here. But it's only that low because his spares are low. If his spares were up higher, it probably would be around 20. Like he has to bust when he rolls a 6, 5, or 4. He has to open up his board right away. So you want the spares on the top point if you're going for the on the top points if you're going for the backgammon there. Save it. I almost saved the gammon. Okay, I was just curious here. If I dance here, what's the cube action? Some huge take for money. Probably not even a cube for money. So it's like double take at the score, I think. Yeah, double take at the score. So it might be a little surprising that he should double this when he shouldn't really double it for money. Although it's somewhat no, it's not somewhat close. Maybe this is technically a cube. Yes, it's somewhat close, but it's like somewhat close for money. And at the score where he's winning the match, 4 away, 5 away, it's like a big double. Because of this 4-way effect, right? He needs 4 points to win the match. A double gammon puts him right at the score where he needs to win the match. So the gammons are like extra valuable. So he should be aggressive, even though even in gammon's positions, even though he's winning the match. Another score is like 4 away, 3 away. Say he's 4 away and I'm 3 away. So he's 3 and I'm 4 in a 7 point match. This is a pass now, like a big pass. Um, not only is he 4 away, but he's losing the match, so he should be very aggressive. So it's important to understand these like 4 away, the nuance of being like 4 away. And 4 away, 2 away, that'd be like a massive pass. Anywho, I don't dance, right? I come in with a hit. You don't want to make the 20 here. You want to hit because now his attack is very thin. Like if you hit him, he only has 7 guys in the zone, in the attacking zone. So don't have to be you don't have to be afraid of being attacked now. And similarly here, like you could make a positional play, 23 to 17, 13 to 8, but the attack is so thin now that the computer wants to hit. Oh, and then I make kind of a stodgy play with this 3-2. Yeah, it wants to make an asset in the outfield. I am not surprised. So I want to either do this, make a point, leave a direct shot, or this, similar stuff, over my play, which leaves a bunch of shots anyways and doesn't make an asset in the outfield, so fine. I probably should have gotten that one right. 6-1. Oh, hitting isn't too bad here. I mean, I thought maybe just the structure was worth plenty, locking these 4 guys in. Computer doesn't mind this too much, maybe because the builders are nice, and it gets to make like a good point next turn. Oh, and my play leaves 4 shots, which he really should have hit. This 5-2. 5-3, and then he rolls another 7, and I'm really, really hoping he doesn't hit me again, but yeah, no, he sees it this time. And then he has doubles way early. Yeah, I'm still winning, because he's got all these guys trapped. Eventually enter, fine, spread things on the outfield. Hit them, keep things reasonably spread out. I'm just curious here what the computer's thinking with 6-5. There must be some number that plays a little better here. 6-1 plays good, but doesn't 2-2. 2-2 no longer makes a 6 prime like after my play, but it still makes the 4 point. Seeing this, I mean it's all very close, so I was just curious like what numbers played better after the like it looks weird to me to play 6-5, taking the checker off the 6 point and putting it on the 5 point. So there must be something. There must be some role that the computer's seeing that is like better this way, like maybe 1-1 or something, or 3-1. Oh, it doesn't like this. Oh, it wants to make the 2. Oh, I think maybe I almost saw this, but I dismissed it. I thought for a second, oh, could I make the 2 here? And I thought, no, I can't really make the 2 because it leaves a shot or something. But no, it doesn't, because there's 2 on the roof. So this was just a complete oversight. That's a shame. Although actually, computer wants to do this over my play of this. Make the 10 point. But you obviously make the 2, you're minimizing the chance he anchors on the 23 and causes you problems later. And then, okay, so I sort of have problems, right? I mean, I kind of have to leave 6 shots here in order to like not give him like a decent chance to escape a guy or anchor. But luckily he misses, and then I don't have, oh yeah, then the 1-1. All right, so the obvious thing of clearing the 8 cleanly is correct, although my play is quite close. Could be better on a rollout, I don't know. But it has a number of advantages, right? It blocks 5-5. If he runs, I get more builders to attack him, as opposed to the right play, probably. It's only 2 builders. Downside is, of course, I might have trouble clearing the 7 point, which I do, even here. But luckily, no other fireworks. Okay, there's a couple good matches. Let's see, where did I blunder here? I made one blunder. I guess it was just this guy, where I really need to be splitting because he has an advanced anchor and I don't, even though I'm getting attacked quite a bit here. Pretty instructive for me. I thought I had over the board. Like I obviously had some doubt, but I felt like fairly comfortable with my play. But apparently I'm way off here. And splitting is just important enough to to mean you should do it, even though he's got a pretty decent attack chance when he does it. I mean, one nice thing about the right play, I mean, any split play is better than my play. One nice thing about this is you get pointed on, you do get a chance to anchor up high. Like say he rolls a 3-1 here and makes the 5. I mean, you do have a chance to anchor on the 4 point, which would be a major coup, compared to like being anchored back here. Anyways, all right. Well, thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll see you next time. I will probably put this one on YouTube, so after I almost break my microphone, but I probably will put this on YouTube. So yeah, feel free to ask questions or make comments about the plays or anything else in the comments section below. So yeah, we will see you next time.